Hello, everybody. How are you? And welcome to Ascended Masters. Thank you so much for your energy exchange with me. As always, I'm here with a very dear friend of mine I've known for a very long time. Has gotten just amazing reviews out there in the marketplace as far as her work that she's been able to help people in their journey called life. Yeah, I want to introduce you to Dr. Linda Salvin. I knew her about 10 years ago, maybe longer, if you would, when we first started our show. And well, you're still really helping a lot of people out, and I appreciate your service and thank you for that. It's a lot of dedication to the work that you
Thank
do.
you, AJ.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. And welcome. And I wanted to introduce everybody to you. So, Dr. Linda, can you share with us, people out there, especially now, things have changed dramatically since you and I first met as far as
Yeah,
energies and
that's for sure.
that's for sure. Yeah. So, I wanted to get people a vibe for you. Can you tell us more about, if you can, your superpower, your journey of what you've got tapped into, tuned into, how you'll be able to benefit people, if you could. Can you share that with
Sure,
us?
I'd love to. Thank you for the opportunity. I think we go back to like 2012 or something
Yeah.
when I was on your show when you were first going. I began radio in 1994. I was the original radio psychic here in Los Angeles when they created Radio Psychic. So that was before the internet, long before YouTube and podcasting and all that. There was actually FM talk radio, and I was the original radio psychic. And then I ended up on 400 stations nationwide. I became psychic after surviving a commercial airline plane crash in 1981 when I was on company business working for an insurance company. The plane crashed. I had an out-of-body experience coming down the ramp and became very psychic, but I didn't understand it, and there was nobody to talk to in 1981, especially the internet. And I just found my way. I ran for about 12 years. It frightened me. It scared me. It wasn't something I grew up fantasizing I would do. But I do have a bachelor's in health education from San Francisco State and a master's in public health epidemiology, which is the big word today with the epidemic or pandemic. And I got my degree in 77. And then in 81 was the plane crash. And in 92, I ended up on Psychic Friends Network with Dionne Warwick and was in the original infomercial for psychics, which was a 900 line back then. And then I got selected out of 300 applicants here in Los Angeles to do the nighttime broadcast. And from there, the program director suggested I start my own show. And I knew nothing about radio because I was a scientist. And I started broadcasting. And so from 1994 to 2009, I was all over LA, the United States. I was on I was syndicated through cable as well as broadcast. And then along the way came satellite and the internet. And I've done a lot of internet broadcasting since, and I'm just now relaunching my own station. But I became very psychic in the plane crash. And then I opened up as a healer after some emergency surgery in 1991, 10 years later. And then I became a medium after more surgery where I had 100 tumors removed from my hips and thighs in 1996. So different accidents, injuries, surgeries, just weird events elevated my gift. I became psychic and a healer and a medium. I stopped the mediumship in 2018 professionally. It takes too much out of me. I saw a little too much of the dark side in the paranormal world, so I backed off and I concentrate more metaphysically on people's lives, direction, healing. Of course, I answer questions with love, money, family, investments, travel, education, and I help guide them on their journey with a spiritual bent. And I did get my PhD from the American Institute of Holistic Theology in 2008. And what I did back then was to combine my master's in public health epidemiology with the woo-woo, as I call it. And metaphysics is the combination of theology and psychology, or spirituality and psychology, a lot like Dr. Carl Jung had done in the early 1900s. He was really one of the first metaphysicians.
And I know you from before too. And
you know me before I got the degree.
Yeah, and you were known back then when I first met you. You were known back then as a celebrity psychic. So you were
radio psychic, celebrity psychic. Yeah. Now I just go Dr. Linda, metaphysical clinician, because AJ, I take all the psychic spiritual healing, but I've also started working with different professionals, doctors, chiropractors, a few therapists, besides the everyday people that need help. I've worked with a few people from the White House that I can't mention names, all the way down to people who are homeless. People are people. We all have the same makeup. We're all DNA more or less the same, but we all have our own issues on our journey. We all have to figure it out.
Let me ask you this, Dr. Linda, because over the years, you've read for so many people. Can you let us know from your experience, and when people do reach out to you, and everybody, we're going to have her links in the description below where you can connect with Dr. Linda for a session there. But when people do reach out to you, what do you think, based on your experience, people need to do to be better prepared for a conversation with you to make sure that reading is successful as possible for them and they get the best out of what they're looking for? Is there anything?
Most of the time, I'll say hi and do a little bit of hi, how are you? What's your birthday? And just warm up, because I read the voice. I've been on reading voices since I started radio. It just comes to me. So they just need to be relaxed. They can have questions prepared, but most of the time I'll answer them before they ask. I just sort of have a list, and like they say, no, I don't want to talk about my love life. I want to talk about work. I'll say, but your guides, because I go through like an outline that I hear. And if I can't break through it to shift the gear to focus on a different topic, I have to go through whatever the love life is. And then I end up nailing the divorce, or somebody's cheating, or they want to get married, or, am I ever going to meet someone? Well, how did you know that? I said, well, I'm a psychic. You're calling because I'm a psychic. Oh, so then if I move something out of the way with their love life, then it makes more sense as to what the obstacle is with the career, because it's all related. Life is like a big wheel. And there's different spokes, and there's always 1 or 2 or 3 that are broken that have to be plugged in again. So I quickly diagnose a situation, a person's life, and I have the answers. I'm gifted that way.
You are gifted that way, and I'm so glad to see you here all this time later, because you are truly very gifted in your accuracy. And I've got to
you've known me. Yeah, I've read for you a few times.
She's definitely tapped in, tuned in, everybody. She really is. So I would say to you, if you are looking for some answers on your journey called life, and you need someone to help guide you, we all need someone to guide us. We all do, in some areas of our life. So do click on the link below in the description and the contact information, and visit our good friend Dr. Linda here. Dr. Linda, again, thank you as always for your service. Much love to you. Yep, and we'll see you next time. We'll see everybody next time. Thank you so much.